takes on a different tone in an Olympic year for the United States now that Aaron Pearsall has retired from the sport. Last summer's World Championships, Ryan Lochte gold, Tyler Clary bronze. Neither of them swimming in this event here. Is it open for somebody? Could a Nick Thoman surge in, or do you believe that Lochte and Clary are
another tough event to crack? Just like the men's 200 IM, Clary and Lochte certainly will be the huge favorites. Anything can happen, though. That's why they swim the race, and there are some kind of wild cards in there. Thoman, as you mentioned, might be one of them.
You see some of the young swimmers in the starting lane. 16-year-old Connor Green swims out of lane 2. Bluefish in Massachusetts. Ryan Murphy's a 16-year-old from Florida in 3. Omar Pinzon is in lane 4. Preston Jenkins, an 18-year-old from Florida, in lane 5. Nick Thoman, who won the 100 back in Charlotte, in lane 6. Another teenager from Florida, David Cespedes, in lane 7. And then Matthew Hossa for local swimmer, 17-year-old swim hack, in lane 8. Thoman really stands out as a veteran, and we get a lot of young swimmers in this field.
Probably better in the 100 backstroke. As you said, he won the 100 earlier. But, you know, once again, there is that wild card. I think when you look at who's clearly going to be the favorite, it's Lochte. Head and shoulders, not only ahead of everybody in the United States, but everybody in the world. But this one's a little bit more open than, say, the IM, where Phelps and Lochte have such a stranglehold on that event. Clary's certainly not a shoo-in, but coming off that bronze medal performance in a 154 plus, it's going to be tough to bring it down to that. I will say this, if he goes 154, he's going to be on the Olympic team. I don't think anybody else in the United States can go 154 besides Clary and Lochte. Although you've got some youngsters that will certainly be there in the years to come. Ryan Murphy, one of them in lane number 3. I think he's going to be a huge presence in the backstrokes in the years to come. It might be a little early for him. He's 16 years old.
And we saw him last summer in this race. He was 4th in the Summer Nationals. And he took bronze in the Pan Ams.
Yeah, there's no question he's going to be a big time swimmer here in the years to come. I just don't think he has enough time to mature to be able to beat Clary and Lochte, who have so much experience.
Omar Pinzon in lane 4, 57.21 at the turn. But Rowdy, following the theme of the night, that's really the point. We're seeing these real standout young swimmers on the women's side, and you're looking for the Ryan Murphy type of swimmers on the men's side.
I agree totally, Ted. You don't see it as much on the men's side, and when you do see a Ryan Murphy, you kind of get excited for the sport of swimming, especially American swimming, to be able to see something like this and what he's doing right now, because he's given Pinzon, who won 158 in the prelims. He was 4 seconds ahead of everybody else in the prelims, and now all of a sudden he's got a race on his hand with Ryan Murphy, 16 years old.
Well, they are stroke for stroke. Pinzon may have a very slight edge heading to the wall. As they roar, this is coming to the touch, and it is Murphy got him at 58.09.
Can I take back what I said about nobody else going 154? This kid has a chance.
That's a nice finish. It is just shy of his personal best, just 2/10 off his personal best, and it's also just a half second outside the top 10 in the world this year. But the way he came back is against a veteran swimmer in Pinzon to take that in the final meters.
And we're both looking at the clock, and I'm making sure before I tell you that yes, he did. He outsplit Pinzon the last 50, 30.87 and 31.03 to Pinzon. You can see the finish here. It looked like he came back. You said Pinzon had the slight advantage, but watch this long finish. He comes in with a really long finish, but you see the lunge. You see how his hips kind of came out of the water? He made that great lunge at the end. Watch him here to the right. You can see that long finish and throws his head. He uses his head. He uses the weight of his head to make that lunge to the wall. A great finish for this youngster.
All right, Ryan Murphy, you just heard an Olympic gold medalist talk about your finish there.
That was
talk about that.
Well, I was hurting pretty bad at the end. We've been trying to work on my finish a lot at practice this year because you never know if someone screws up at trials, you want to be there at the end to push them.
What do you learn from this experience here in Charlotte, Ryan? What do you take away from this race, this specific race, that will be able to help you in Omaha?
Well, I think I went out a lot faster than usual. I usually wait till the last 50 to turn it on, but I kind of pushed hard at the third 50 and then tried to hold on.
Great swim, buddy.
Well, it's a very, very strong win, Ryan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ryan Murphy, 16 years old from Florida, wins the men's 200 back, pins on second, Thoman third at the Charlotte Grand Prix.